Hey guys, it's Nija. Okay, so I figured this would be super relevant because we're on this little breakup series. I don't want to call it a breakup series, but yeah, we're talking about some breakups. I wanted to give you guys 5 tips or 5 little nuggets of advice that might help you in your journey if you are in a breakup or thinking about breaking up with your partner. Here's some tips that might make it go a little bit more smooth, and yeah, I hope this is helpful. Okay, I took notes. So tip number 1, listen to your energy. Whenever you're hanging out with this person, if they trigger some, a form of disrupt or unhappiness, if you notice when you're with them, you just feel triggered and you're not happy, or your energy starts to deplete or get low, pay attention to your energy. Your energy is, a way to understand how your mood is being navigated by the person that you're with. So if you notice that when you're with particular people, your energy drops or starts to deplete, or you feel very drained after dealing with them, it might be a good indication that they're not in your best interest to keep in your inner circle, okay? So yeah, my first tip is listen to your energy. Your energy will never lie to you, okay? It's your internal compass. Listen to it. Okay, so here's the next tip. It's okay to set boundaries. So for me and my journey in my breakup relationship, I noticed that, I had to set that boundary of not spending the night at my ex's house anymore, or my old house anymore, because it really did make me feel like I'm slowly moving back into that old lifestyle or that old person or version of myself that I'm no longer. So I told myself that, being in my own space every night when I go to bed, only having my own energy around me, because I do believe energy influences you. If you're sleeping next to somebody, your dreams can become intertwined. So just noticing my energy, I just noticed that it's best for me to be on my own at night. It makes me feel stronger. I don't like it. I'm a cuddler. I like to cuddle at night, but it made me feel better sleeping by myself every single night instead of, going back to him every single night. And that's only if, there's some relationships where you cut yourself off cold turkey, and that works as well. So it's like finding what works for you. For me and my ex are still very good friends. We still try to be there for each other, but we understand, or I understand, that it's not in our best interest for us to be as codependent as we were. So yeah, that's my second tip. It's okay to set boundaries. You decide whatever boundaries you need to set in place in this relationship to make you feel more comfortable. Remember, if you feel the need to end or break up a relationship, it's probably because you didn't feel, like you were, I don't know, how can I describe it? People break up for a million different reasons. But for me personally, I just felt like I wasn't able to express myself to my fullest potential being with this particular person. And it's not a bad thing, it just meant that I was growing outside of this mold that I was putting myself in. And that's healthy, right? Okay, so yeah, that's my next tip. It's okay to set boundaries. So here's my tip number 3. And it is, understand that your ex is your mirror. Everybody is your mirror. Everybody is, linked to you or connected to you for some particular reason. Your ex is your mirror. You were attracted to them at one point in your life, or at one point in time, because they possessed something that you desired, or they had certain attributes that you desired. You know what I mean? So understand that you didn't attract this person to yourself by coincidence. So understanding that, you have to, it really does, it's like reassessing your desires and what you want in a mate, because remember, you attracted that person at that one time in your life because they, you were living some type of lifestyle, or you were on that vibration that they were on, and you decided that that was going to work and that was going to match, or you guys were going to match. So keep that in mind, because I know at the end of relationships you can always be like, oh, he's so ish, he's a piece of trash, he's blah blah blah, or she's blah blah blah, she's a piece of trash, you know what I mean? But the truth is, they possess qualities that we really, you know, it's like matching puzzle pieces together. We wanted them because they had this, or they lived like this, or you know what I mean, something in their match and something in there made sense to you at that one particular time. So it's totally fine for, you know, you guys to grow apart or grow out of each other's, you know, field of existence. If one person is, you know, vibrating higher or expanding their consciousness, and one person, you know, is focused on other things, it's fine. It's just a matter of you guys having to decide, are we going to take the time to figure out why we can't come together, or are we just going to go our separate ways? Because sometimes it's easier to just go your separate ways, you know what I mean? And there's no shade, but I heard it on somebody's YouTube video. They basically were like, you can't judge the success of a relationship based on longevity. Like sometimes you can just know that it's not going to work out, and nothing bad has to happen, or you guys don't have to fight each other or hate each other. You just know that it's just not going to work out, and it's totally fine. So I think that's a really great I don't know, like story or quote. It makes total sense. Like, you don't always have to work out. That doesn't mean that you're a failure or that your relationship's gonna work out. It just means that you guys just aren't compatible in a romantic sense, but you're probably still gonna be great friends if you're able to be great friends. Sometimes we're not able to still be friends, and that's okay too. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's my fourth advice, my fourth breakup advice, okay? Work on yourself. It's time to level up. It's time to love yourself. It's time to give yourself the attention and care that you deserve and that you desire. The reason that you allowed yourself to stay in a relationship that no longer works for you or no longer suits you is because you're not giving yourself valuable self-care. You're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to your urge. You're not listening to what sounds right. So you really do have to, you know, fill yourself out, understand why it's not working out, and then spend so much time loving yourself, understanding who you are, what you love, what you want to do, who you want to be, who you want to become, who are you going to be in a year from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, you know what I mean? And this definition is always going to change, but you do need to know what you want. It's time to align to your dream version and your dream self. When you go into a breakup, it's 100% time to focus on yourself, revamp yourself, recreate yourself. That is what a breakup is designed to do. You don't want to be the same person that you were when that relationship ended. It ended for a reason. It's time to revamp yourself. It's time to be that version of yourself that you couldn't be when you were connected to that person for whatever reason. So it really is just time to revamp yourself, revamp your look, revamp your wardrobe, revamp your mind, revamp your finances, revamp everything. Just be completely brand new, because you can, because you deserve it, because you can be the version of yourself that you want to be. It's time to revamp. Okay, but so yeah, look your best, dress your best, feel your best. If you have not been exercising or moving your body the way that you should, it's time to do that. Love yourself. Like, that's all it comes down to. Feed yourself what you love. Love yourself. Okay, look your best, feel your best, feel confident. Okay, that solar plexus energy. So yeah, that is my tip number 4. Work on yourself. So here's my tip number 5, breakup advice, and it is align to your dream life. So this is kind of similar to number 4, but so once you look the part, number 4 gets you looking the part. Number 5 gets you living the part, aligned to your dream life. There's a reason why that relationship didn't work out. You saw yourself in one place, the other person, you know, saw you guys in a different place. It's time for you to realign to that version of yourself that you want to be. That is the only thing that matters, aligning to the version of yourself that you want to be. So when you're in meditation and when you close your eyes, when you see yourself, who you're meant to be, what does that look like? Who does that feel like? What does she do? What does she wear? Where does she go? How does she act? Who are her friends? Who does she hang out with? Where, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to see it, and it has to feel good when you visualize it, and it has to make you feel good. It's all about your emotion, energy, emotion. How do you feel when you hold that resonance, when you see that version of yourself? You have to feel it for as long as possible to attract it to yourself. And that is the most marvelous part about a breakup. Like, yes, breakups suck. They feel so bad. but they happen for a reason. You do not get along with that person for a reason. You see it time and time and time again. And sometimes it's not a matter of let's fix it together, let me try and fix you, let's do this together. Sometimes it's a matter of, look, I have a lot of ish going on with me, with you, with us. I want to be by myself. I want to get myself together. I want to live on that timeline where I'm living my best life. And if you can meet me on that timeline, cool. But if you can't, I have to get on that timeline. I want to be on that timeline. I can't have these distractions. I don't want these distractions. And I guess that's that. So yeah, the last thing is align to your dream life. Realign. Reassure yourself, reassert yourself, you know what I mean? Like, reassert your intentions, restate your intentions, retell yourself what you're doing, why you're doing it, what's important, who do you want to be, why do you want to be, you know what I mean? Like, that's really important. Okay, so those are my 5 breakup tips. You guys help your sisters out in the comments down below. Share your best breakup tips, okay? We can all get through these hard times together. It doesn't have to be that difficult. I mean, it can feel very, 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 very deeply. You're gonna have those dark nights because of those soul ties, okay? We feel the soul ties. We have to cut the soul ties. And it really isn't cut the soul ties. You shouldn't try and cut a soul tie. It's just a matter of putting it in its place, putting that person in their place in your life as like a category. Are you going to continue to move with me, or do I have to put you in this category and continue to move? You know what I mean? It's a matter of protecting yourself, guarding your dream, guarding your vision so that you can move forward. No more distractions. So I hope that makes sense, you guys. I love you so much. Again, comment down below your best breakup tips, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.